Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rachel, and today we are filming the second installment of my series Beauty Strategy, where we talk about how we use beauty products, routines, and rituals to deal with stressful things. And today I want to talk about hand and nail care, and we're going to touch on how to potentially stop picking or biting at nails. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, come hang out with me for a little bit today, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so for today, I'm going to break this into two categories, which is going to be cuticle and nail care and then overall hand care. So quick disclaimer, I don't think I have perfect hands. I know I don't have perfect cuticles, but I have struggled for a long time, since middle school really, with picking at dry cuticles. So I've learned a lot of tips and tricks through therapy and just life in general on how to kind of keep that at a minimum as much as possible. So I just want to touch on that if you are a cuticle picker or a nail biter, number one, you are amazing. You are not alone in this habit. You have a fixation habit. Sometimes it's an oral fixation. Sometimes it's just the act of picking. You know, anxiety is felt by everyone. It is a very normal body and mind response. We have it for a reason. It's kept us alive as humans for a very long time by triggering our fight or flight. For some of us, you know, we get put into that fight or flight a little more often than we should be. You know, it's getting triggered not necessarily when a tiger is chasing us, it's just life chasing us. There are a lot of resources out there for you. I will link Psychology Today below. They have a lot of great articles, but more so, they are an excellent resource to find therapists, psychiatrists, help in your area if you're struggling with anxiety. I have generalized anxiety disorder. I was diagnosed as a teenager, so I'm hoping that this is helpful. Again, tying mental health to beauty products, I channel a lot of my self-soothing through these routines, rituals, tips, products, all of the above. So you're not alone. I'm here with you. We'll get through it. If you pick, it's not the end of the world, but here are some kind of tips and tricks to maybe mitigate some of that as much as possible. So I'm going to kick off with the cuticle portion. And yeah. Oh, again, I'm not a doctor or therapist. These are just tricks that have helped me break this habit in periods of my life. I'm not perfect. Okay, let's get on with it. So in the cuticle nail department, I'm going to start off with the biggest tip, and that is keeping your hands busy. I will never forget a therapist when I was much younger telling me that I just need to envision a stop sign every time I'm picking. I'm too stubborn for that to be the thing that kicks the habit. So the first thing is keeping your hands busy. There's a couple products that I like to do for that. So keeping your hands busy, but also moisturize the ever loving daylights out of those cuticles, because that is what gets me to pick, is those dry spots. So to keep my hand busy, I like moisturizing cuticle serums. I have 4 here. 2 are the same thing. They're from the brand Olive and June. It is their cuticle serum, and this ranges in price from like 10 to 15 depending on what size you get, and you can get multi-packs of this. You can also pick this up in Target or direct from their website. I really love these because they have this nice little puff at the top. There we go. And the liquid that's in here is very lightweight and gives you like a quick hit of moisture. For me, it's not going to heal my cuticles, but it is like a quick hit of moisture when I'm in a hurry. So I do keep this small guy in my purse, and then I keep this large guy at my desk. Love these. Again, they're not the end-all be-all. I'll show you kind of what my end-all be-all is for healing my cuticles, but these, just the act of putting that all over your cuticles is going to keep your hands busy enough to not be picking or putting them in your mouth. I have also tried the cuticle gel and the cuticle cream from Londontown. They have the silicone tips. So this one almost looks like a lip gloss. And then this one is this really interesting flat silicone tip that the product comes out of. I like these, but they're messy. I would almost prefer the Olive and June and then the oil that I'll talk about in a minute. But I will use these up now that I have them. And the other thing is, one says cream and one says gel. They're the same texture to me, and I want to say the ingredients are very similar, so I would pass on these, but they're an option. Londontown is a new hand care company to me, and so far I love everything outside of these. These aren't a total miss, they're just not my favorite, but you can pick up some of the Londontown products at Ulta, and then I have purchased these specifically through their website, and I believe these range from like 18 to 22 bucks. So you're getting a better deal with Olive and June. It's easier to find, and I just like it better. Then the second thing that I use to keep my hands busy, especially when I'm just sitting at my desk, honestly, I could see myself taking this on a road trip too, are the Pop It toys. When my therapist first suggested these, I like laughed at her. I was like, there's no way that's going to keep my attention. I love this thing. And a lot of these are more geared towards kids. There's a lot of different fidget toys. This just happens to be the one that I gravitated towards. And I got this on Amazon. It was like $5 or $6, and they just had like more adult colors, and it just looks a little bit nicer. But these are amazing. You just like pop it and then you can pop it back. So like when I'm in a long meeting and I'm not having to take notes or talk a lot, or even when I'm talking, I will just sit here and like pop these out, and you can even like pop designs into it, which also is very satisfying. It's just a very satisfying way to keep my hands busy. I would recommend these. Even if you're laughing right now and you think it's not for you, it's absolutely worth a try. I am sold on the fidget toys now, so yeah, I love this one. It's also silicone. It just feels nice. I even use this. I double as a coaster sometimes. So yeah, keep those hands busy and away from picking or biting. And then if you are a biter and you need that oral fixation, obviously there's gum and mints, but I wanted to call these out. These are the Flint's mouth-watering mints. This is in Cool Watermelon. These are made for dry mouth, but why I love these for that kind of oral fixation is they call them sparkles, but there's an ingredient in here. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but there's an ingredient in here that like, it feels like almost when you like pop rocks in your mouth. Even after the mint is gone, you still have residual kind of sparkles in your mouth, but I have a couple of flavors. The Cool Watermelon's really good, the tangerine is good, and then the cherry is also really good. So for biters, I think something like this might keep your mouth entertained enough that you're not focusing on your nails. Now, the second tip that is like hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If you keep that hydrated, it's going to give it a chance to heal. The cuticle serum will give you a quick shot of moisture if you're on the go and you just need to feel like you're not going to start picking. Use the Olive and June cuticle serum. But when I'm sitting at my desk and I know that I just need to like really hydrate my cuticles specifically, I will use the next couple of products. And the next couple of products would be a cuticle oil. You can buy just regular jojoba oil, very cheap. You can even buy different containers like what the serums come in to fill up on your own with jojoba oil, very economical. But the nail salon that I go to, which I will get into in just a minute, sells a local business's nail and cuticle oil from Whiskey Moon. Oh my gosh, she is just a woman who knows what my nose likes. Like, she makes scents that are just incredible. And every time I read the notes, I'm like, I don't know. And then I smell it and it's like game over. So her oils are just beautiful. She gives a very generous size. They're about $14. I've been using this one for a couple of months and you see I'm not even close to being halfway through. It just comes in a dropper format, so I will just put this around all of my cuticles. It smells, this Haven scent is a dream. It's like sweet, warm, kind of almost smoky a little bit. She's the first person to ever make me not walk away from a patchouli scent. I'm not a big patchouli girl, but she just does such a good job. And this really hydrates. I'm not exactly sure. It says apricot kernel oil, sunflower seed oil, sweet almond oil, cyclomethicone, vitamin E, and then her fragrance. it might be the cyclomethicone, that it just locks in moisture. The only thing is I don't really like oil getting all over my keyboard. So after I put this on, I will go in with a hand cream to kind of really drive that oil into my hand and kind of occlude it in there. And the one that I've really been loving is the Cure Whipped Cloud. This also smells very good. It almost has a hint of coconut, but it pairs really well with that Haven scent. And I love this cream because it sinks in and it doesn't leave any grease behind. So even when I use that oil and then this cream, I'm not leaving oil all over my keyboard, which I really appreciate. So moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. I'll go over a couple of other hand creams that I've used because I don't think they have the hand cream at Ulta yet. It's just through the website. So if you're shopping elsewhere, I'll go over a few other options. Okay, so the first and other options is the Pistachio Skincare Pistachio Oil Hydrating Hand Cream. It comes in a nice aluminum tube here. This is made in California. Pistache Skincare is one of my favorite body care brands. Oh, it's so good. I found this brand after going on the hunt to find a replacement for the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream because it had that pistachio note. And I do love the scent of that, but it's too intense for me. And I will say though, their hand cream smells just like the Boom Boom Cream. And if you're a nail biter, the fragrance in that tastes nasty, so that might be a deterrent. This does not taste nasty. I'm not eating hand lotion, I promise. But I love this. It was a really nice one. It's a little thicker. This is one that I like throw in my bag. That's why it's kind of all mangled. I think it's around $18 as well. They have sales on their site all the time for 20, 25, 30% off. So sign up for emails. Love it. And then the next one is the Olive and June Hand Serum. This is empty. It's going to be in my next empties. Not a fan. The pump doesn't work on this. It's just, it is a really lightweight serum, but I don't see it do, I need more moisture basically. And the packaging, like I would have to like simultaneously squeeze and pump because it is a pump, which generally I would be very happy about. But I would have to like squeeze and pump, and like it was a 50-50 shot if it was coming out. But I did manage to go through this. And my husband even liked this because of how fast it sank in. So if you have a hubby out there who hates hand lotion, something like maybe a lighter weight serum would be better. And then the last one is the Beauty Pie Super Retinol Anti-Aging Hand Treatment. I went over this in the Beauty Pie video. Again, timestamps in that video, but this is the one I keep on my nightstand. So I have like my desk hand cream that's almost empty. I have the one that I stick in my bag, which could be this or honestly any like $5 hand cream that's just for moisture. And then I have this one in my nightstand, $13. See a big difference in just the overall health of the skin on the back of my hand. So I would recommend this to anyone, especially if you're trying to get rid of discoloration or sunspots on your hand. Beautiful. That being said, if you're using retinol, or even if you're not using retinol, the Supergoop hand screen, please protect your hands. Now I do have this and I'll explain in the next tip why, but make sure you're wearing sunscreen, even if you're just taking whatever's left on your hands after applying to your face and applying to the backs of your hands. It's going to go a long way. And then I almost forgot, I also have the Necessaire hand cream. This is one of the freebies that came in my order with the body serum. This has peptides in it. Again, great for anti-aging. This is another one I throw in my purse. She's almost done. Husband also likes this. It sinks in quick enough, so he's been using this as well. Love this. We're just a dry household in the winter, so there's gonna be a lot of moisturizer empties coming up. Anyway, back to our scheduled content. So the next tip that I will go through is regularly getting manicures or taking the time out to properly clean and remove cuticles and shape your nails. That's going to go the longest way, the moisturizing and then just the general upkeep. For me, I like to get my nails done, which she totally killed this one. I have the Aries symbol because that's my moon sign. The Virgo constellation because that's my sun, and then the Libra symbol, which is my moon. I don't know if you can see that. And then she gave me the earth symbol on this hand and then some stars. Oh, I really hope this shows because these are like my favorite nails, but they just use a hard gel and it's my natural nail. So all that length is my nail. But when I have that thicker layer of polish and a longer length, it makes it harder for me to pick at my cuticle. So that's the biggest game changer for me. I wanted to talk about the Supergoop hand screen because they use UV lights, and I'm not using a retinol hand cream and a peptide hand cream and then just like obliterating that by sitting it under UV lights or being out in the sun. So I keep the miniature size, which is $14, in my bag specifically for when I go to the nail salon. So I apply it all over the front of my hand just to protect it when it's under that UV light. But if going to the salon is not an option for you, there are some tools that will help you do the cuticle cleanup at home. And you're going to see this is very Olive and June heavy. I went through a very long period of love with them for about 1.5 years. So if there's any Olive and June products you want a deeper review on, let me know. But I love their tools. So their clippers are great. I love these. Also, you can get clippers from any brand, but these ones are great, and they're straight edge because when you are trimming your nails, it's better to go with a straight edge than the curved edge because the curved edge can tend to like cause breakage or cracks in the nail, where this is just cutting it straight across, and then you go in and shape with a file. For the files, I love the Revlon Files, and these are very inexpensive and you get a huge pack. They last forever, so I don't feel bad about throwing them in my bag, keeping them on my desk, misplacing them. I love them. They're thin enough to really get under the edge of your nails. So these I would recommend, although I do really like the Olive and June. So if you see any of the Olive and June products that you like, go to their website, look at their sets. They do offer a lot of great sets, and they're starting to expand their lines in the Targets around me. So check those out as well. But then the other tools that are super helpful for this is going to be a cuticle remover, which I have from Olive and June. I want to say this is like 10 or less than 20. It's definitely less than 20. And it is a great cuticle remover. Not all are created equal. The Sally Hansen in the blue cap, in the blue squeezy tube, that is a really good one. This just feels more elegant. I'm a packaging type of girl, so yeah, but I do like this. It's effective. And then you want some type of cuticle pusher. This is the one from Olive and June. I don't think they are selling this anymore, but when you are using this, make sure that you are going flat with your nail to gently push back. And then I will use this because my cuticles grow onto my nail, just to like gently scrape that away. I also have a Deborah Lipman. She's a more pricier brand, this one right here, but this is a really nice tool as well. It has like kind of a smaller, if you have smaller nails, this one is going to probably fit your nail bed a little bit better than something like this, which is a little bit bigger. And then this one, I think, yeah, this is Sally Hansen. It's just as nice as the other ones. You can pick this up probably a lot easier locally at drugstores. And then the last one I got from Amazon, and it is the closest to the Olive and June. It just has a little bit bigger of a scraper on the end. So really, these can be very inexpensive, and you just need to find one that fits the shape of your nail and just be very, very gentle with these. But if your cuticles drive you nuts because they're always in the way, get rid of them the right way. Don't pick at them, clean them up. This, sometimes I'll do it at my desk when I don't have nails on. I'll do it at my desk. It takes 5 to 10 minutes, and you just feel like they look so much better. And then I will give a small mention to cuticle clippers, but I will say if you're someone who picks, you're going to over clip with these. So skip these and just clean up the cuticles and hydrate them. But if you can be responsible with them, these are great. These are from Amazon. Again, inexpensive, less than $10. Just be a responsible adult. Don't be like me. All right. I think I just whizzed through all of that. again, I'm really hoping that this helps somebody. Picking can be a not so nice habit. I've been embarrassed by it, but at the end of the day, all we can do is try to better ourselves, try to create habits that overtake the old habits. Don't approach this as something that you're beating yourself up over that you need to stop. Approach it as something that you need to replace with a better habit. For me, that better habit's applying products, keeping my hands busy, keeping my mouth entertained with sparkly mints. Again, I'm hoping that this just gets your mind working in a way where you can look at the things that maybe you want to better in yourself and in your life, and you come up with fun ways to approach it. I feel like a little princess. I don't even want to say that because like I'm not a princess. I feel just like very fabulous when I'm doing this stuff, and it's taking care of me. And again, you don't need these products. Like I said, go pick up some jojoba oil. Just the act of giving back to yourself in that way, and also kicking a habit that you might not like. That's what this series is about. And please let me know if you are in the same camp. I don't want to be out here on an island being like, you're not alone, and then I'm the only picker. So yeah, let's start up a conversation. And again, let me know if there's strategies that you want me to come up with. I love doing this. This is more helpful for me than someone telling me to just picture a stop sign. No shade at all, but that's just not how my brain works. My brain works in beauty. So it was so nice hanging out with you again today. I actually just filmed this look, and it's probably going to go up before. So check that out. These are my Sephora sale pics that I grabbed in the latest sale. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one, and have a nice, fabulous, relaxing, self-giving day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.